everyone, I hope you're doing well. It's been a long time since I've done a Master Duel deck list, but don't worry, I do still play Master Duel outside of Legacy Ladder. I know, shock, right? But today we have a deck list that I've covered previously but improved upon. So we have the Lunar Danger Kaiju Going Second build. Now this is a deck I built in the TCG, and I've previously built on Master Duel without Luna. I'll link the video at the end of the video. And it's a really fun going second deck list, so if you're tired of losing the coin flip on Master Duel, this is the deck for you. Now, let's skip any more pleasantries and get straight to that juicy deck list. So, this is 8-axis blind second, which is the easier way to say Lunar Danger Kaiju blind second plus Fenrir. So this is a purely going second deck. If you're going first, you can't really do much, but going second, it's insane. So let's run through the hand traps. First off, we have one Droll and Lockbird. So first off, we have one Droll. This card is just insane, but because it conflicts with the next card, Max C, I only run one of them. I think if you're going to run 3 Droll, you could probably take out the Max C, but Max C is so powerful, and you know that if you play Master Duel, so you can't not include him. Next, we have one of the namesakes of the deck, Fairy Tale Luna. Now, her effect is, when normal summoned, you can add a spellcaster with 1850, which is basically the only other target is Luna. So you add a Luna, and then her secondary effect is the important one. Once per turn quick effect, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Your opponent can send one card from them with the same name from their deck to the graveyard to negate the effect, otherwise return both to hand. Now, what your main combo with this is using one of the Kaijus, one of the many Kaijus we have, to kind of use the Kaiju on their field, bounce it back with Luna, and then you can summon the Kaiju again. We do have the one copy of Fenrir since it's so powerful, which is basically just a better Pankatops. Unfortunately, it has gotten a lot worse since it got limited to 1, but it's still exceptionally powerful. We run 1 Dogoran, 2 Turtle, and 2 Gadala. This is just a nice ratio. You could run 2 Dogoran, but I found it was unnecessary. I don't think you need that many Kaijus, because you don't really want to see them in your opening hand. You want to see them off this Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, which we'll get to. Next, we run what is the 8-axis package. Since these are all level 8 Kaijus, these will be level 8 as well. So we have 3 Danger Bigfoot, Special Summon, and also a pop of a face-up card if you discard it. Danger Thunderbird is similar, but it pops a set card if it's discarded. And then we have our primary discard target, which is Gizmek Orochi. Lets you banish the top 8 cards from your deck face down and special summon it. So it's a free level 8. And then we have Alpha Master of Beasts, another free level 8 that you can special summon if your opponent monsters have more attack than yours do, which is pretty much all the time going second. But I will warn you, if you want to use any of these spells, like Raigeki or Change of Heart, you want to summon this alpha first. So we do run the Raigeki, the Harpy's Feather Duster, and the Change of Heart, just generic going second cards. Because we run so many level 8s, we run 3 trade-ins, because trade-in is insane, especially if you pitch Gizmek, you're basically discarding nothing, and drawing 2 is obviously, well, insane. We run 2 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. This was 3 previously, but I found with Thrust being in here and the fact that we don't have as many Kaijus as we used to, 2 should be enough. We'd run 1 Lightning Storm for the Thrust, 1 Triple Tactics Talent for the Thrust. We got 2 Thrusts in here. You could probably put this to 3, but I was running out of room. We have 3 Super Poly. This card is insane for breaking boards and always will be. And then 1 Evenly Matched for another board breaker. So you can search most of these with Thrust, and honestly, any hand that you produce with this deck is going to be amazing going second. Now, we'll go through the extra deck briefly. We have our Super Poly targets. We have Mud Dragon of the Swamp and Garura. These are the 2 main ones. If you want to cut these other ones for extra deck space, you can. But Starving Venom Fusion Dragon is good, and so is Dragon Sepelia. This one's a bit of a meme, 5-headed dragon. If I ever go against a Dragon Link player and I draw Super Poly and I get to pull this off, it will be worth it, but it's just there for the memes mainly. We'd run some very important rank 8s. We have... well, this isn't a rank 8, but you can get to it through 8s. Numeron Dragon, this is your OTK potential. This can boost itself up to 9,000 attack after summoning it with Draglubion. So this is a crazy amount of damage and can close out games quite a lot. This Arise Heart is here just for the Change of Heart. If you play against Kashtira, which is not so frequent anymore since it's not in the tiers, as in top tier. But it's still funny if you can steal one of their monsters and put a Rise Heart on it. We have Lancelot to attack directly using 2 level 8, so we can go to Zeus. We use the number 38 Hope Harbinger as material for the Numeron Dragon with Draglubion. We have Sanaphod, the Sky Prison. This is for any graveyard decks that you can't deal with or have trouble dealing with. So if you run into tier, you can pretty much just play this. We have Dingirsu, which is our turn 1 play, essentially. Can't be destroyed by card effects because you can detach and protect. And you can also send 1 card your opponent controls to the grave, which is a great effect because it doesn't destroy or target. We have the Draglubion, summon the Numeron Dragon. The Pain Gainer can be used on pretty much every Xyz we have in our deck. To overlay for free and give an extra material for Zeus. And of course we have 1 Donna Dagger for hire to take out any Baguskas that might come our way. Although that is rare, it's nice to have the out there just in case. So with the deck list out of the way, let's hop into a few replays that I've accumulated over the past ranked season and show you how this deck really works. So we are going second, which is incredibly ideal for this deck here. Now we've drawn a very, very competent opening hand, but we are against Superheavy Samurai. He's going to use the motorbike to add the crossbow dude. Normal summon the crossbow dude to go into the scarecrow. He's going to use the crossbow to add the whatever this guy is, Wakushi. He's going to use the Wakushi to set the other pendulum scale down and special the Wakushi. He's going to use the Superheavy Samurai Scarecrow to bring back the bow, using the Wakushi and the bow to go into the Stardust XL Synchro. He's going to use the Synchro and also the Soul Piercer in a chain. I always hate how slow the chains go. He's going to grab the Soul Peacemaker and then bring back the motorbike. He's going to use the motorbike and the Axel Synchro to go into Baron the Floor. That's his first generic negate there. He's going to equip the Soul Peacemaker to the Scarecrow, popping both of them to summon the Scales. Using the Scales effect to bring back the Soul Piercer. He's going to add, I didn't even get to see it, there it is. He's going to add the Soul Booster. He's going to use the booster to equip and then special summon, and then use Therion King Regulus to bring back the motorbike as an equip and another negate for him. It's going to use the Soul Piercer to equip and then use those two for Borrelode Savage Dragon. That's another negate for us to break through. He's going to use the Savage to get some tokens and then once again use the Soul Piercer to add another monster. He's going to add the Soul Horns to hand, another great card. He's going to equip the Scarecrow and he's got 1 spell negate on field. Now, so what's he got here? He's got 1 generic negate, or 2 generic negates and a spell negate. I think we can break through this with this deck, especially with that draw. So this, we actually cut the second Lightning Storm just because of this. So this is a slightly out of date deck list, I apologize. But he's going to negate the Lightning Storm, and as you can see, this would be a lot better if it was another card. So that's 1 negate down. We're going to use the Lightning Storm, and he'll negate with the King Regulus, which is the second negate down. We have 1 more to go, or we can simply... Well, no, we will bait out that other negate using the Kaiju Slumber, and yeah, that will fizzle, but we still have fuel in our hand. We're going to special summon the Alpha Master of Beasts, use its effect, target itself, bounce the Borrelode back to hand. He's on a dead Barone now. We're going to summon the Alpha back and crash. We're going to set the Super Poly, and that should be enough, depending on what he puts up on this turn. He's going to summon the Soul Piercer, link up the Soul Piercer for a Scarecrow. He's going to use the Soul Piercer effect to add the motorbike. And from there, he's going to use the motorbike effect once more to discard it and add the Coral to hand. He's going to scale the Coral and then pendulum summon this dude and the Gearbox. He's going to summon or grab the Soul Piercer, and then he's going to use the Soul Horns to attempt to equip. We'll pop our Super Poly now to try and interrupt his combo as soon as possible. We have 2 of the same type and different names, so I'm going to summon the Garura in defense position. This should be enough for now, but unfortunately Super Heavy Samurai is all gas, no brakes. He's going to use the effect to summon a dude and immediately synchro him off into Super Heavy Samurai Ninja Sarutobi. Using the Sarutobi effect to attack and destroy my Garura, I will draw 1 card, but then he will also chain this so he can attack twice, so he'll get 28 damage on me. We drew the Luna off the top, which is absolutely brilliant. This is one of the best draws we could see in this situation. Now imagine if we see a Kaiju. Oh ho ho! There it is! We'll Kaiju off his Synchro monster, summon our Luna. We'll activate the Luna to search another Luna, and then chain Luna to bounce the Kaiju back to hand. This is the board state the game wants to be in for this deck. We now have 2 Lunas in hand and a Kaiju. We can also add another Kaiju by banishing the Kaiju Slumber. This is just to thin the deck so we see some more impactful draws going forward. But now we have 2 Kaijus, 2 Lunas, and a Dream. He will synchro summon back this guy and this dude, the Wagon. He's going to use the Wagon effect to change to defense, use the Wakushi to special summon the Bike. Bike modulate to level 4, but he does nothing with it. He will attack with these 2 for 28 damage. We're on 2,400 life points. How can we turn this around? This trade-in is perfect. I'm glad I added that Kaiju last turn. We'll discard the weaker Kaiju and draw into exactly 2 more Kaijus, which is quite funny. We'll Kaiju off one of the dudes, summon our own Kaiju, go into the Luna. Luna search to the 3rd Luna, which we also cut. And then we go... We attack. We kill a few guys. Use the Luna to bounce back the Kaiju, and now we are not on an empty field. He can't attack over a 3,000. I can say that much. He will attempt to go into a Pendulum Summon using the, I keep forgetting his name, Wakushi, go into the Wagon and concede. So that is the best deck in the format versus our deck. Or should I say, the best deck in the format versus Superheavy. Now, there were a few changes to the deck that I made from this game. You don't ever really need the 3rd Luna, and you don't ever really need the 2nd Lightning Storm. This is a deck I constantly tinker around with, so you really can adjust your ratios as you wish. Going into our 2nd game, and we're going 2nd once again. What a beautiful day. We also drawn Maxi and Fenrir. Oh, couldn't get it better. He's going to activate Stovey Torby, pitching the Dogmatica Ecclesia, setting a Welcome Labrynth. He's then going to activate the Chandelabra, pitching an Royal Ash Blossom, very nice, to set another Welcome Labrynth, leaving him with 1 card in hand and 2 sets. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get to Maxi just yet, but we should be able to do it now. Let's pitch that Maxi in response to the Welcome Labrynth to get a few draws on our hands. Let's see what he summons out of the deck. He's going to summon the Lady Labrynth, which is fine. We're going to Harpy's Feather Dust to get that other welcome out of here so that we can actually affect this Lady Labrynth. Not that Kaijus care. We're going to special summon the Fenrir and then attempt to use the Thunderbird effect, which he will Maxi. Do we care about Maxi in this board state? Not particularly. We discard the Kaiju and we get the Bigfoot. We draw into a Luna here. We can use the Fenrir because he used Maxi to banish the Lady Labrynth. Normal summon the Luna, add another Luna, and then activate Bigfoot 1 in 3. Or 2 in 3, and we hit it. We got rid of the Luna, and we can summon him out. That should be enough damage, providing he has not drawn into anything. And I believe, well, he got a Stovey Torby, and he can set a big Welcome Labrynth, but that will do nothing against our powerful, powerful deck. This deck is so much fun. Like, I can't describe how fun this is. Going into our 3rd game, and we're going 2nd once again. What a surprise. Let's see what we're going against. Oh, another surprise. It's Superheavy Samurai. He's going to add the Wakushi using the motorbike, but we can Droll here. We drew into our 1 of Droll, which is very nice. Should hinder his plays a little bit. He's going to scale the Wakushi and scale the Benkai, and then normal summon Sword Soul of Moye, adding or revealing the other Sword Soul of Moye to summon the token. He's going to synchro into Dragite, Adamancer Pater Risen. He's then going to scale the Wakushi again and summon out Long John and the other Moye. He's going to use the Moye and the token to go into Chi-Shao and then banish Sword Soul Blackout to get another token, using the Long John and the token to go into, I'm not even going to pronounce that. He's going to burn me for, was it 1200 Long John? And then summon Protoss. What a board, I must say. He has a Spell Negate, a Monster Negate, and whatever the hell this is. Spell Trap Negate. And Attribute Hate. So this is going to be difficult, but I reckon we can make our way out of it. Let's start by basic one of the negates by going Lightning Storm for attack position monsters. Well, we went for Spells and Trap for some reason, but we knew it was going to get negated, so it does not matter. That's one of the negates out the way. Let's see, we'll go for the Kaiju Slumber, expecting the 2nd negate. But then I realised I just read this card again. This doesn't actually negate, it just burns me. So most of his monsters will die. We'll give him a Gameciel and we'll take the Dogoran. He'll keep the Protoss though, but he has more attack, so we'll summon Alpha. We'll discard the Bigfoot using Trade-In and activate the Bigfoot effect. Target the Protoss to attempt to pop, but I'm a idiot. We'll go Fairy Tail Luna. add Luna, and then chain to get the Gammy Seal back, and then we'll go into the Kaiju to Gammy Seal the Protoss away. Now, if I was smart, I would have saved the Bigfoot here to pop the Kaiju, but as far as I know, it doesn't matter. We lost them 2 in 3 with the Danger Bigfoot, but that's fine. We're going to Dingirsu here. We're going to send the Wakushi back to the top of the extra deck, kill that Kaiju, and then main 2, we're going into our Pain Gainer. And then, you can imagine what's coming next. We have the Zeus. We have a format Zeus against a 1-card Soul... 1-card Heavy Samurai board. God, that was hard for my brain to comprehend. We'll go Zeus to get rid of his last scale, and he will summon the Incredible Ecclesia, sending it to the grave to summon the Soul Cell of Taya. We will once again send that to the grave, and that should do it. So, even when you misplay like a bumbling fool by trying to destroy something that isn't destroyable, you still win. This deck is just that good. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you like the deck list and any changes you'd make to it, because I love this deck and I'd love to see any variants. I know I say that any deck list I make, but I assure you any deck list I publish on this channel is one I enjoy thoroughly. That being said, if you made it this far in the video, please do feel free to hit subscribe. New Yu-Gi-Oh videos each week, and as always, happy dueling.